Ladies and gentlemen, Bentley Jones, everyone. Come on, Bentley Jones! Oh, we were practicing this.
I couldn't get the mic stand to work.
Technology, welcome to Telford, Bentley.
Thank you.
So, right, you're here promoting a new EP, aren't you?
Yeah.
So tell us a little about what fans can expect from that EP today.
Well, it's another song from Sonic the Hedgehog. How many of you guys are... There we go.
What Sonic fans? Feeling the Sonic love?
Yeah. Well, it's good. It kind of like, it's all over the place. I mean, I did community events for Sega, and they made me feel so welcome, so I'm very pleased to have them on board with me.
Kind of makes it a little bit easier when that, doesn't it?
It does.
So the EP then, other than the Sonic stuff, what else we got on there?
It's me kind of being me for a change, because I mean in the past I've had to do kind of specific briefs for specific projects, and I've been told what styles to do, so obviously the Sonic track was done specifically for the game,
okay.
But the other songs kind of gave me the opportunity to experiment and just kind of branch out for me as an artist and a producer as well.
And be Bentley.
Yeah.
So what then for you? I mean, you mentioned that you get a brief, you do all the styles. What is the style that you prefer to do yourself?
Oh man. Well, I mean, I did my first Japanese album last year. I don't know how many people might already know that. There we go. So yeah, I mean, I love doing J-pop, and to be honest, I love the challenge. So the challenge of the language and the culture kind of makes me more attracted to doing that. So, but I mean, even when I'm doing the mainstream stuff, it has so many other inspirations like rock, symphonic, classical, electronic.
Wow.
So it just picked me on the right day, and I'll choose the right song.
all of that on one EP. I'm sold already.
You can,
So you'll be signing your EP as well, which they can pick up from your stand over there.
Just over there.
Just over there. So we're gonna hear some more of you in a bit, and you'll be singing in actually Japanese, aren't you?
Yes.
So that's gonna be cool. So you will be singing in Japanese. I think it's impressive. So when you first found out you were gonna be doing the Japanese album, I mean, was that? How long did it take you to get to grasp with the language and get grasping what you were saying and getting it across right?
I still haven't. No, I'm still learning. The opportunity came about when I was just kind of playing around with the idea of doing something in Japanese. So I was just sending a few songs that I'd recorded in Japanese, and at the time, probably my Japanese wasn't that good.
Right.
But I guess a few labels saw the potential to get better with practice, which is what I've been doing since then. And that's how the first Japanese album came about.
Fantastic. I mean, have you actually been able to Japan with the album yet?
Yeah, I was there last year to promote it when it was released.
What was the response from the Japanese?
It was good, really good. I think they're more curious than anything, because I'm like this white guy with natural red hair, and they don't normally like. I mean, I see so many Japanese people who actually colour their hair the same colour as this.
That's really cool.
So when they see it on me, they either can't believe it, or they think, oh, why have you dyed your hair as well?
And how did you get involved then with Sega?
Well, that was a long time ago. Again, I was just sending some stuff around, some of my instrumental work, because a lot of people don't know that I do score work for lots of other different projects as well.
Wow.
And I was just kind of sending that around to a few people, and it just happened to land with Sonic Team, who developed the Sonic games.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, we're working on one right now, would you want to jump on board? And at the time I didn't believe it. I thought it was some kid who was just playing around, messing with me, sending me emails, and I was like, yeah, okay, then let's see what happens. And it turns out it was real. And the first game I did was Shadow the Hedgehog.
And you must have been like, wow, I mean, when you got the game and you hear your music to it, I mean, what's the feeling like for you when you actually get that game, you're playing it, and there it is, there's your work?
It's a big deal for me, because I'm a massive Sonic fan. I used to go around to my friend's house, because I didn't have a Mega Drive, or Genesis as the Americans call it. So, and I didn't have one, so I had to run around the corner to my friend's house and just play on it over there. And that was way back in '91, where the first Sonic on the Mega Drive was released. Yeah. So I've been a fan pretty much from the beginning.
And of course, for you then, your song in the Sonic the Hedgehog game, what was that like when you first heard it?
Bit mad, yeah. The first time I ever heard it was on YouTube, actually.
Really?
Some of the footage from the game leaked. And it was one of the boss sequences, and I did the theme tune to Dr. Eggman. And I was watching it, and I didn't even recognize, because it was kind of medium quality, and I was more interested in seeing what the game was like. And suddenly it was like, oh, that music sounds familiar. So yeah, it was a bit surreal.
And you're like, oh wait, that's me. That's pretty cool.
No wonder I liked it.
Yeah, no wonder I want to try. Where can I get that song from? I know. So you're working currently with the new EP, as we said. What was the biggest challenge for you on that?
Picking the songs, really. I knew it was going to be an EP. I wanted to put out something that was worthwhile for the fans.
Yeah.
Because I didn't just want to put out the Sonic track. So I wanted to pick the right songs that would complement it, but at the same time kind of start introducing people to me as an artist and what they can expect from me in the future, and that I'm not just pigeonholed into one style and one type of song. So that was really the biggest challenge.
And that's the struggle for any artist, isn't it? It's to try and break that mold every time you do something, isn't it?
Yeah, but also keep it coherent as well, because you don't want to like listen to it and suddenly they just don't sound right sitting next to each other. So it was quite tough. It took about 3 weeks to pick the songs.
Wow.
To go on the EP. And there's a lot to pick from. There's about 50 sitting on my computer right now.
You're thinking, I'm going to release a follow-up EP. It's going to be called I Like This Too. So what then, you said you got other projects on the back burner. Is there anything else we can expect for you want to kind of sneak hint at?
I've been told off already for talking about my future projects. So,
okay, we won't say anything.
No, the one thing I can say is that the guys who liked my Japanese album, you'll be very pleased with me this year, and that's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm allowed to say.
So there'll be more Bentley news from that. So there are lots of people out here that are going to be thinking, how can I be like Bentley? I want to get started in music. I love anime. I want to do the whole J-pop thing as well, J-rock and all that kind of dance stuff. How did it happen for you, and what advice can you give them?
Well, the music is pretty easy. I mean, I still work from home. I have a tiny little studio at home, and because most of my music is electronic, it's all done on computer. So pretty much anyone can do it, and I know a lot of my fans make their own music because they're always sending it to me, and I'm always checking it out. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, the Japanese market, it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Because the one thing that constantly comes up with record label meetings is how are we gonna, like, where is your place in the market?
Yeah.
Like, how are you gonna fit into Japanese culture? Because you are not Japanese and you are not fluent in Japanese. So yeah, I think the biggest challenge would be language, which I'm working desperately on, and I am studying very, very hard with my Japanese. Yeah, I mean, it's been done before with other foreign artists in Japan, so I'm not the first one to do it.
And you're doing very well, because as we're going to back to hear very shortly, you're going to sing for us in, I believe it's called In Translation, is it?
The album's called Translation, yeah.
The album's called Translation. You're going to hear a track from it very shortly. But if you then could sum up, this might be very difficult, bearing in mind what we just said about you having a multitude of other songs on there. But if you could sum up the new EP in about 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
Holy hell.
Holy hell too?
That's not fair.
I'm joking.
Please buy it.
Brilliant. His manager's going, yes, that's my boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, give a massive round of applause for Bentley Jones. He's going to now be performing from his Japanese album, and then you're going to be performing something else rather cool for us, I believe, aren't you? So let's give a massive round of applause for Bentley Jones, ladies and gentlemen.